to Hayden High School for a Centennial League matchup tonight as we get down the stretch here of the season here in mid to late February. And it's the Emporia High Spartans taking on the Hayden Wildcats here on the road for the third time this season now, as each team faced off in the Fall Area Classic before facing each other in Emporia as well. And now we've come here to Hayden Catholic High School where these teams will take on each other. And first off, it's the girls game tonight. And, you know, we've seen this Hayden team twice already, you know, if you're Emporia, and they know that they're up to a very tough task. And this Hayden team, 14-1, just took their first loss a couple games ago, yet despite that are still the #1 ranked team at the 4A level. And for good reason. And the only loss for this Hayden team was a 50-48 loss versus Mays South, who was last year's 5A runner-ups. And then they got a win against Junction City 61-14 and a win versus Topeka High 55-49. But with that being said, you look at this Emporia High team, a team that's shown great improvement over the last 4, 5, 6 games, and had got their first Centennial League win on the road at the Nest in Junction City, 48-21. Emporia put up their highest point total of the season and also their highest margin of victory. And an Emporia team that's shown a lot of great offense here in the last 5 games, increasing their points per game by 13 over those last 5. So if you're Emporia, you've got a Hayden team that's gotten the better of you twice. But again, you've been improving a lot offensively and have a chance here to maybe come in. There was an upset in this building just a couple of days ago on Tuesday. Topeka High boys came in and knocked off the Hayden boys here in this very lone gym. Who says there can be one tonight? But with that being said, we're going to take a quick break and then be right back here for tip-off and starting lineups on E-Town Sports Network. Back in Hayden, just about ready to get underway. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Emporia High Spartans, it is freshman number 2, Jada Geary, sophomore number 5, Bailey Wiltz, freshman number 11, Macy Davis, and freshman number 13, Sydney Beheimer, along with senior number 25, Adea Hefner. And for Hayden, it is freshman number 2, Haley Schmidtline, senior number 10, Millie Ramsey, senior number 12, Bella Reed, senior number 25, Briley Meyer, and senior number 30, Norma Greco. Same lineup we've been used to seeing here as we get ready for the third matchup between these teams of the 2024 to 2025 season. It's going to be Schmidtline getting ready to tip it off for Hayden, and for Emporia, it will be Macy Davis. And underway, it's Schmidtline winning the tip for Hayden. It goes to Norma Greco, who's going to set things up at the Wildcat logo. It's into the elbow to Ramsey, right back out to Greco. Reed holding it on the wing, inside to Meyer. Meyer's going to spin and try to work around Davis, and did.
For the Wildcats, number 25, Briley Meyer.
Meyer gets the first points of the game. 2-0 Wildcats lead it at home. Geary working through traffic, finds Wiltz, and now poked away by Schmidtline. Greco's going to come up with it. Hayden's got a 5-on-4 for the moment. It's across to Reed. Up top, Ramsey swung around. Schmidtline fires for 3. Too long. Myers there for the offensive board, and Briley Myers scores and has the first 4 Hayden points of the game. Hayden in the 1-3-1 at half court. Emporia will try to work around it. It's inside to Beheimer, out to Davis, just inside the 3-point line. Davis will fake, spin, and kick out to Aguirre. Aguirre's going to bring it right back up. Greco and Meyer trying to get the trap. Now off to Reed, and it's thrown off the leg of Bella Reed. And Emporia is going to keep it from the sideline. Quickly inbounded to Aguirre. Goes with the left, tried to get it through Meyer and Greco. They both trapped her and now got it off the Schmidtline in the corner. On the wing, Greco holds it. Looking inside for Ramsey, no good. A fight for the rebound. It's a jump ball, which should give it to the Lady Spartans, and it does. And right after that, we'll get an Emporia High timeout. We'll take a quick break and then return here with fourth quarter action on E-Town Sports Network. Back from the timeout. Hayden leads at 4-0 here with 6:31 to play in the opening quarter. Emporia has it after the jump ball. Aguirre and Wiltz exchange a few passes. Now Aguirre's going to try to work with the left. It goes out of bounds. It stays with Emporia. From the sideline now is Wiltz into Hefner. Hefner will move around. Meyer tries to poke it away, and eventually it does, but it falls in the hands of Sydney Beheimer. So Emporia's going to retain possession, and eventually it's a foul on Briley Meyer of Hayden.
Foul is on Hayden, number
Meyer with the
25,
first 4
Briley
points
Meyer.
in the game, along with the first foul. Deep pass across to Davis on the inbounds play from the sideline. In the corner, Beheimer trying to get it through the trap. It's stolen. Meyer ends up with it. Greco's going to move the other way and cross over to the left side. And Greco scores for Hayden to make it 6-0. Emporia moves quickly and gets it out to Wiltz. And that pass stolen. Schmidtline moves the other way now. Schmidtline going up with the left. No good, but draws the foul on Macy Davis.
Going to the line for your Wildcats, number 2, Haley Schmidtline. Foulers on number 11 for the Spartans, Macy Davis.
The first free throw is nothing but net for
Entering
Schmidtline.
the game for the Spartans, number 15, Audrey Cunningham.
Audrey Cunningham enters the game for Emporia. The second free throw is in and out. 7-0 Wildcats. Emporia looking to get on the board. It's in the corner. Davis fires for three. Too long. Greco ends up with the board for Hayden, and Hayden's going to move quickly again. Now Greco will bring it back out and set things up for the Wildcats. Crosses over and gives off to Schmidtline. Schmidtline sets it up top of the key. Meyer fires for three, and that one's good. Briley Meyer with 7 first quarter points. And Hayden opens it up 10-0. Good find across to Davis. No good from the left side. Ramsey grabs the Hayden rebound. Inside goes Greco. Floater over the top, in and good off the glass.
Number 30, Norma Greco.
4 for Greco. As Aguirre bobbled it for a second, able to hold on. Now Davis from the other corner. That one's no good. Rebound for Wiltz. Putback misses. And it's another Millie Ramsey rebound for Hayden. It's given off to Meyer. They feed Ramsey inside, and Ramsey scores her first bucket of the game.
Number
And
10, Millie Ramsey.
we get a timeout from Emporia. We'll take a break here in the opening quarter and then be right back with 4 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock on ESN. Well, back from the timeout in Emporia and a 14-point hole here early.
And are available out in the foyer.
With 4:22 to play in the first quarter.
Of the varsity boys game tonight. Thank you for your support.
And it's Hayden's been in the 1-3-1 half-court pressure, and it has given the Spartans trouble. Here's over the break. Ryan Howe checked in for Emporia. The pass is tipped. Cunningham trying to grab it for Emporia. Eventually, Hefner gets it. Emporia has some numbers now. Howe trying to find someone cross court. Instead, it gets tipped into Cunningham. Cunningham out to Davis. Davis for three. Too much. Hefner rebounded and put back goes. Emporia gets on the board, and Adea Hefner scores it on the rebound and put back. 14-2, 3:50 to play in the first quarter. Meyer will try to spin, finds Greco back door, backside pass to Reed. Good ball movement from Hayden, and Bella Reed gets her first bucket of the game. 16-2. And it eventually will be back court. And with that, Aguirre will re-enter the game for Emporia. Greco brings it across to the left side, and then is going to use a screen from Ramsey. Gives it off to Meyer on the left wing. Davis trying to poke it away. Now Meyer will spin and try to drive in on Davis. Gives it up top. Ramsey from the yellow wanted a shot. Instead, pump fakes, and Hefner grabbed it from the back. Ramsey's down on the other side. Emporia's got numbers for a short moment, and Aguirre draws the foul on the pump fake. So Jade Aguirre will go to the free throw line. The foul is on Haley Schmidtline, her first, team second.
Foul is on Hayden, number 2, Haley Schmidtline.
The first free throw rolls in and out for Aguirre. The second long, and Myers able to grab the rebound for Hayden. Inside Schmidtline driving through a Euro step and a late foul call. And we'll send Ailey Schmidtline back to the free throw line. Went 1 for 2 earlier.
Fouls on the Spartans. Number 25, Adea Hefner.
Schmidtline's first this time around is good. Second good as well, so it'll be 3 subs to the scores table for Hayden. It's Husher, Foster, and Watts checking in. Schmidtline, Reed, and Ramsey all take a seat. 2:50 to play in the first. It's a pass on the wing to Wiltz. Wiltz goes inside, it's knocked away, and Hayden's gonna get the basketball right back. Cunningham re-enters the game now for Emporia. Over that time for Macy Davis. It's nearly stolen by Wiltz. Nearly saved as well. A good hustle, but not quite able to keep it in. So Hayden's going to be able to retain possession here. And so it's in to Greco on the logo now off Foster up top. Watts going to go in over the top, stolen by Emporia. Wiltz is going to move quickly, moves past Greco in transition, weaves around, got it off to Aguirre who made the shot, but they called a travel beforehand. Greco crossing over, off to Foster who drives inside. Meyer will take another 3 off the back iron, and a foul down low now on the rebound. As it's going to be on Cadence Watts, 6-foot junior for Hayden.
Number 54, Cadence Watts.
Third team foul for the Lady Wildcats. Aguirre gives Greco a couple of crossovers, then passes it off to Cunningham. Now Wiltz holds it up top. Wiltz will drive inside on Husher, and it's going to be a block on Reese Husher of Hayden. Davis returns to the scorer's table now and checks in for Bailey Wiltz.
Checking into the lineup for the Spartans, number 11.
With 1:54 to play here in quarter number 1. It's going to be Howe holding it from the baseline. It's in over the top. Davis now inside Hefner. Going to try and work around Meyer. Hefner spins and no good. Foster grabs the rebound for Hayden and gives it off to Greco. Greco inside now into Meyer. Inside Watts. Swung around to Foster, who's going to unload for 3 and got it.
Basket by number 3, Ella Foster.
3 for Ella Foster. Hayden leads it 21-2. Cunningham spins, crosses over, now gives off Aguirre. It's poked away by Greco, but they get Greco for a foul, and that is the 5th Hayden foul of the quarter, so it's going to send Jade Aguirre to the free throw line. First free throw from Aguirre misses short.
Returning to the lineup for the Spartans, number 5, Bailey Wiltz.
Wiltz returns now for Emporia. Howe will go take a seat. The second one good from Aguirre. 21-3. Greco crosses over. Now kicks out Husher. No good. Wilt's able to grab the board. Foster shoved her out of bounds. No foul call. Inside now goes Meyer. That is going to be a block on Macy Davis.
Going to the line for your Wildcats, number 25, Briley Meyer.
So Meyer now will go to the free throw line for Hayden.
Emporia, number 25, Adea Effner.
First free throw misses too strong for Meyer.
To the line for the Spartans, number 1, Ryan Howell. And number 13,
Effner and Aguirre will each rest. Second free throw for Meyer rolls in.
Turning to the line for your Wildcats,
Meyer, the
number
leading
2,
scorer for Hayden here through the first quarter with 8. Clock down to 50 here in the quarter. And Emporia's going to set a couple screens and move things around. Now Wiltz holds it from the wing. Up top, Howe across Cunningham for 3. Too much. Wiltz is going to fight for the offensive board of Foster. Eventually, Foster ends up getting it for Hayden. Passes off Watts. Deep one-handed pass from Greco. Now they try to get it cross court. Beheimer's there to knock it away. Now another jump ball, and that's going to give it back to Hayden. So Schmidtline holds it from the sideline for Hayden and gives it off to Greco. Greco crossing over. Now spins, one-handed pass right back to Schmidtline. Foster takes it inside. Now Greco down the baseline, floats it from the right side, no good. And Davis is able to grab the Emporia rebound. Emporia not going to have time to get one off here. And that ends it here from the first quarter. 22-3, Hayden leads it. We'll take a break and be right back here with the second on E-Town Sports Network. Ready for second quarter action over the change between quarters. It was the starting 5 coming back in for Emporia. Walters entering the game for the first time for Hayden. Ramsey returned as well along with Reed. Corner, Davis for 3. Off the glass, no good. It's a rebound. Howard Geary steps back for 3. It's long. And eventually goes out of bounds, and Hayden will get it back. Walters will give a high pass to Schmidtline, who's able to jump up and all it in. Cross court, Ramsey. Inside now to Schmidtline on the cut. Drives through traffic and good with the left hand for Schmidtline. Wiltz trying to drive through the trap, and eventually it's a foul call. We'll see who out of the trap they got it on. They got it on Walters.
Foul is on Hayden, number 1, Blakely Walter. Returning to the lineup for the Spartans, number 15, Audrey Cunningham.
Cunningham back into the game now for the Spartans. Trying to bounce it into Howe back door. It's taken away by Schmidtline. Walter moves the other way. Across the Schmidtline on the wing, inside to Ramsey. And Ramsey turns around and puts it in with the right. 4 for Millie Ramsey. Hayden leads it 26-3, and now Reed pokes that one away. It's going to go out of bounds, and Emporia is going to be able to retain possession. Cunningham into Aguirre, back up top to Cunningham. Now wing, Beheimer's pass knocked away by Meyer. Deep bounce pass over the top, Schmidtline somehow saved it into Meyer, who scored and now is in double digits here in the first half. And we get a full Emporia timeout. We'll take a break and be right back with the action on E-Town Sports Network. Back from the timeout, Hayden leads it 28-3 with 6.5 minutes, or just a little over that, to play until halftime. Aguirre opens fire from 3, and it's good from Jade Aguirre.
Number 2, Jade Aguirre.
And she leads Emporia with 4 now. Lady Spartans come out of the timeout and knock down a 3. Inside Schmidtline kicks out Meyer for 3 for the answer. It's off the right side of the rim and eventually out of bounds. And they give the ball to Hayden.
Number 5, Bailey Wills. The number 25, Adea Hefner.
Wiltz and Hefner now return for Emporia as it's inside. Ramsey nearly poked away. Ramsey worked through traffic. Nearly taken away, and now it's almost stolen. Unlucky play a little bit from the Lady Spartans. It just happened to roll back into the hands of Schmidtline, and now a foul on Macy Davis of Emporia.
To the line for the Wildcats, number 2, Haley Schmidtline.
Schmidtline now will take her third trip
Number 11,
to the line
Macy Davis.
as the first free throw rolls in for Schmidtline. The second one misses. Geary swings it around now off Wiltz. Davis from the free throw line, no good, off the backboard. Meyer's able to grab it for Hayden. Inside, Schmidtline lays it in, a good find on the cut. Schmidtline with 7. (31-6). Hayden now inside goes Wiltz and draws the foul on the drive.
Going to the line for the Spartans, number 5, Bailey Wills. Foul is on Hayden, number 25, Briley Meyer.
The first free throw from Wiltz misses.
Returning to the lineup for the Spartans, number 12, Aislinn Farrell.
Aislinn Farrell enters the game now for the first time for Emporia as Wilt's second free throw is up and good. Behind the back dribble from Blakely Walter. Now it's into Ramsey over the top. A good find from Meyer, and Ramsey scores to have 6. .450 to play. Off to Wiltz. Wiltz uses the screen. Good find on the roll to Davis. No good from the left side. Driving through traffic now as Walters kicks out in transition to Schmidt line up top Ramsey. Now goes Meyer right back out to Ramsey. Quick jab step from the perimeter. Now Schmidt line from the corner for 3. No good. Wiltz is going to get the rebound and move quickly. Schmidt line in pursuit. And up and no good. Schmidt line was there to knock it away.
Returning to the lineup for the Spartans, number 1, Ryan Howe.
Ryan Howe making the game for Emporia. Wiltz gets it in over the top to Farrell. Now a bounce inside Hefner. Hefner spinning, stepping through, and Ramsey knocks it away.
Returning to the lineup for your Wildcats, number 3.
Into the game now
Norma
for
Greco.
Hayden is Norma Greco. And for Emporia, Audrey Cunningham.
Number 15, Audrey Cunningham.
It's into Hefner, short corner, trying to find somebody. Eventually gets it underhand. Wiltz cross court, good find to Howe, and Howe leads it in for Emporia. Assist to Wiltz, 33-9. Greco drives in. Now Schmidtline brings it up with the left hand halfway through the second quarter. Crossing over, Schmidtline spins and lost it. Hayden's gonna keep it. And a Ramsey across Greco. Now Meyer from the corner. Got it.
3-point basket by number 25,
And big
Meyer.
game for Briley Meyer here in the first half with 13. Farrell pump fakes the overhead pass. Now finds Cunningham on a backdoor cut in the trap, and Greco eventually tries to grab it away. It's a jump ball, and Hayden's gonna get it. Greco inside. Hefner knocks away the entry pass to Ramsey. Gives it off to Farrell, who brings it down. Bounce off to Cunningham. Cunningham will try to work around Greco. Now gives it off Farrell. Farrell inside. Right back out Hefner. Off to Wiltz on the left wing. And goes inside between 3 Wildcats. It's knocked out of bounds. Elizabeth Moreno now enters the game for Emporia. It's Adea Hefner who will get a quick break. Wiltz bounces in. Moreno. Moreno trying to kick it out to Cunningham. Eventually gets it out. Now out to Wiltz. Wiltz will set things up for Emporia. Crosses over. Reed pokes it away, and it's going to be another jump ball. Emporia will be able to keep it this side. Short corner, Howe, no good. Ramsey grabs the board. Deep pass now into Schmidtline on the baseline, and jump ball. Hayden will have it back from the baseline. Meyer searches, gets it in. Schmidt-Line, top of the key, now inside. Ramsey turns around and scores.
For your Wildcats, number 10, Millie Ramsey.
Millie Ramsey scores for Hayden. And Wildcats lead at 38-9. Farrell looking to feed Moreno inside and is fouled by Ramsey.
Foul is on Hayden, number 10, Millie Ramsey.
So Emporia basketball from the baseline, and it's into Cunningham. Cunningham holds it, gives it off Howe inside. Moreno, it's knocked away by Ramsey. Meyer moving in transition, trying to find Schmidt-Line backside. Wiltz was able to steal it, and now it's a foul on Greco.
Fouls on the Wildcats, number 30, Norma Greco. Entering the game for your Wildcats, number 14, Reese.
Geary back in the game now for Cunningham.
Jade Aguirre.
Wiltz will inbound it. Goes in quickly to Aguirre. Now Emporia swings it around in the corner to Howe. Farrell up top for three. Off the back iron. Schmidt-Line moving the other way. Schmidt-Line crosses over, spins, and underhanding good from Haley Schmidt-Line.
Wildcats number 2, Haley Schmidt-Line.
A minute and 10 left in the first half. Howe inside, bouncing it out Aguirre. Across Farrell. Thought about stepping into the shot. Looks like gives it right back off to Aguirre. Now Howe holds it. Howe drives inside. Wiltz tries to work around Greco. Bounces it off Moreno. Farrell. Pump fakes from the wing. Inside, Wiltz bounces out Aguirre. 35 on the clock. Now Aguirre from three, no good. And Greco grabs the board. Another deep one-handed pass, and it's into Schmidt-Line, who scores with the foul. And Schmidt-Line becomes the second Wildcat to enter double digits with 11.
Fouls on Emporia, number 12, Aislinn Farrell.
Free throw from Schmidt-Line is good. It's 12 for Schmidt-Line. Aguirre up top. Now Farrell trying to get it out to Moreno. It's taken away by Ramsey. Clock down to 10. Greco passes off Schmidt-Line. Up top Ramsey. Clock down to 5. Meyer will fire from the logo. It's short and goes out of bounds with .5 left. And Emporia will just hold it for the final half second of the first half. And 43-9, Hayden leads it at halftime. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with the stats and then be ready for the second half on E-Town Sports Network. Well, back here at the half, and it was all Wildcats. They lead it 43-9. Got things started off early. It was Briley Meyer who had 7 of Hayden's first 11, and leads the Wildcats with 13 at the half. And Haley Schmidtline had 11, Millie Ramsey 8, Norma Greco 4, Ella Foster 3, Bella Reed 2, and Blakely Walter 1. So Wildcats spread it out for Emporia. Jada Geary led the way with 4. Ryan Howe and Adea Hefner each had 2, and then Bailey Wiltz had 1. But once again, this really good Hayden team shows its teeth here tonight, and they're up big at the half. And for Emporia, it's just a game now of building experience and just seeing what type of fight you got left here in the second half with the big deficit. With that being said, we'll take one more break and then be back with third quarter action. You're watching E-Town Sports Network. back here and just about ready to get the second half underway. It'll be Emporia High basketball.
Returning from the Spartans, number 2, Jade Aguirre.
Now bringing it down to the right side of the court. Aguirre steps into a three immediately, and bingo for Jade Aguirre. 7 has 2 3-pointers on the night and immediately came out of the second half and stepped into one there. Knocked it down from the top of the key. It's Meyer now holding on the other end for Hayden, and Hefner knocks it away. Ramsey's able to grab it on the ground, and eventually we get a Hayden timeout, but a good start for the Lady Spartans out of the half. Hayden will have to take a timeout. We'll take a quick break along with them on E-Town Sports Network. Well, we return from the Hayden timeout. That was mostly just to keep possession here, as it will be Meyer now from the baseline for the Lady Wildcats. Trying to answer the Jade Aguirre three on the other end. It's into Ramsey, who scores and gets into double digits. 10 for Millie Ramsey. Hayden leads at 45-12. Aguirre up top inside Hefner. Kicks it right back out to Aguirre. Inside Davis now from the top of the key. Drives in, kicks out. Wilts take a three from the wing. It's in and out, nearly went in. Now deep pass up to Schmidtline. Schmidtline able to handle it with one hand and drives around and good. 14 for Schmidtline, who now leads the Wildcats. Beheimer from the wing up top Aguirre. Right back out, Beheimer uses a screen, was looking for Davis on the roll, defended well by Hayden. Aguirre maneuvering around now. Up top, Davis. Swung around to Wilts. Wilts inside, no good on the floater from the right. Greco moves quickly, kicks out Schmidtline. Right corner is Reed, right back up to Schmidtline. Reed holds it. Now up top, Greco. Hayden moving it around. Hefner able to knock away the entry pass. Now down goes Wilts, and it's going to be a block on Schmidtline. It'll be the second on Schmidtline. Now Wilts will look from the baseline. Greco's able to knock away the baseline pass. Meyer will get the fast break moving, and Davis able to knock it away and picks up a foul. It'll be the third on Macy Davis, who had 22 in that win against Junction City on Tuesday, but now in foul trouble here with 3 on the night. And second one good for Meyer. It's Aguirre running the point. Hayden's gotten out of that 1-3-1 that we saw here early in this game. Got out of it around the end of the first quarter, start of the second, as Greco takes the pass now from Hefner. Hefner's going to be in pursuit and chase from behind, but Greco's able to sneak it up and in.
Number 30, Norma
6 for Norma Greco. Given off Beheimer. Now Davis takes it up top. Backside pass to Hefner, and Greco picks up the foul from behind. That'll be the third on Norma Greco for Hayden.
Foul is on Hayden, number 30, Norma Greco. Going to the line for the Spartans, number 25, Adea Hefner.
First free throw for Hefner is good.
Returning to the lineup for the Spartans, number 1, Ryan
It's
Howell.
Howell, Farrell, and Cunningham all entering the game now here in the second half for Emporia. Second on the way is good from Hefner as well. So Adea Hefner has 4. And Emporia, perfect 50% on the night from the charity stripe, 4 for 8. Inside now goes Ramsey, and Ramsey's fouled inside. So now Ramsey will take free throws for Hayden.
Going to the line for the Wildcats, number 10, Millie Ramsey. Fouls on the Emporia Spartans, number 25, Adea Hefner.
And with that, Adea Hefner picks up her 3rd foul as Ramsey knocks down the free throw.
Number 3, Ella Foster.
So the 4 and 5 for Adea in foul trouble now with 3 fouls. As Ramsey's 2nd is good. Wiltz a bounce pass off to Howe. Now right wing Farrell uses a screen. Farrell floats it up inside. It's off the glass and no good. Now here goes Ella Foster, who checked in for Hayden. Meyer for 3. It was contested and no good. The rebound gets loose. It's Howe able to grab it for the Lady Spartans. Hefner will try and work around Ramsey, then gives it off to Cunningham. And Cunningham will bring it down the floor for the Lady Spartans. Howe up top. Right wing Farrell. Farrell up top. Hefner trying to get it off to Cunningham. Husher pokes it away for Hayden. Cunningham's able to get it back from the corner, but stepped out of bounds. Davis and Moreno now into the game.
24, Elizabeth Moreno.
Foster brings it up for Hayden. Hayden will set things up, and now it's inside to Cadence Watts, who checked in. No good. Cunningham grabs the Emporia rebound. Wiltz a bounce pass off to Cunningham. Right wing, Farrell. Right back up top to Cunningham. Will set things up with 3:40 to play in the quarter. Davis faking, now spinning, trying to work around Meyer. A kick out to Cunningham. Cunningham up top, Wiltz. Cross court, Farrell. Long Emporia, high possession. Inside goes Farrell, floats it over Watts. Off the back of the rim, no good. Cunningham rebound and put back, misses as well. Emporia not able to capitalize on the second chance. And now Foster runs the point for Hayden. Meyer holds it up top, Ramsey. Husher was looking to get the entry pass to Watts. Now it's swung back around. This time it's an entry pass to Ramsey. Ramsey no good. Moreno grabs the Emporia rebound. Cunningham bounced it off Davis. Now trying to get it inside Moreno. It's poked away. Wiltz is able to come up with it for Emporia. Now Cunningham up top. Quick pass off to Wiltz. Emporia once again doing a good job holding on and taking care of the ball here. Now inside, Cunningham no good on the shot. It goes out of bounds, and Emporia will keep it again.
For the Spartans, number 1, Ryan Howell, and number 2, Jay
Kimberly Connell into the game for the first time for Hayden, along with Lauren Bourgeon.
And number 44, Emily Connell.
Wiltz will look from the baseline, and it's in over the top of Geary. Had to quickly pass it off to Wiltz. Now Wiltz right back to Aguirre. Up top, Farrell. Pump fakes, jump stops inside, and good from the left side of the glass. Good drive from Aislinn Farrell.
Number 12.
who gets
Farrell.
into the scorebook and makes it 53-16. Inside now, Wiltz is able to steal it. Wiltz moves quickly. Wiltz on the fast break. Down to the short corner, no good, but she draws the foul.
Going to the line for the Spartans.
Foul is going to be on Reese Husher of
Bailey
Hayden.
Wilkes.
Her second.
Foul is on Hayden, number 14, Reese Fisher.
First free throw rolls in for Bailey Wiltz. The second misses. Now up top. Connell inside Watts. Right back to Bourgeon. Foster unloads for three and got the three. Two three-pointers on the night for Ella Foster. Up top, Howe inside Moreno. Moreno good. A spin around and shot from Elizabeth Moreno, who gets on the board. Up top, inside. Watts back out Foster for another. The heat check misses. Fight for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds off Emberly Connell. So Emporia is going to get it back, and now Blakely Walter into the game for Hayden. For Emporia, it's a big substitution. Cunningham, Davis, Hefner, and Beheimer all in for Moreno, Farrell, Geary, and Wilkes.
Number 11, Macy Davis. Number 13, Sydney Beheimer. Number 15, Aubrey Cunningham. And number 25, Adea Hefner.
50 seconds to play until the final quarter. Up top, Howe. Husher nearly steals the pass. Davis is able to get on the other end of it. Cunningham bounce off. Davis for three. In and out. Trying to fight to get the rebound back, and eventually it's going to foul Reese Husher. And that's going to be the fourth on Macy Davis here with 32-7 to play in the third quarter.
Number 11, Macy Davis.
And with that, it'll be Kinsley Hines entering the game for the first time to give Davis a break. Walter crosses over, gives off Husher. Bounce out to Bourgeon. Now Foster. Right back off to Bourgeon inside Watts. Quick ball movement by Wildcats, and now it's a three from Bourgeon off the front of the rim. Misses. Husher fighting for the rebound, and now a late foul call. It's going to be on Kinsley Hines of Emporia.
Fouls on the Spartans. Number 3, Kinsley Hines.
Fourth team foul from Emporia, so if any foul here gets called at the final 8 seconds of the quarter, it'll send Hayden to the free throw line. It's inside. Usher scores with the foul.
Number 14, Reese Fisher. Going to the line, shooting one.
So Usher scores for Hayden, and now we'll have a free throw here with 5.8 to play in the quarter. It's Ryan Howe's first foul. As the free throw in and out for Husher. Beheimer moves it down. Cunningham walks at the buzzer. And that concludes the third quarter here from Topeka. Hayden leads at 58-19. We'll take a break and then be back here with fourth quarter coverage on E-Town Sports Network. Starting 5 back in for Emporia here to start the final quarter. Hayden made quite a few changes. It's Lana Mitchell and along with Sophia Wickman. It's Walters off to Wickman now. Mitchell up top. Foster gonna spin, give it back out. Walter inside, floats it up too much, and Davis grabs the Emporia rebound. Deep pass up to Aguirre. Aguirre trying to bounce it in. Hefner. Connell took it away and got the save into Walter. Mitchell moves on the fast break. Euros no good from the left side. Saved into Walter. Walter spinning up top. Foster for 3, and Foster hit another. 9 points for Ella Foster, all from 3 3-pointers. Hayden leads at 61-19. Davis inside, lost it off the foot. Walter and Foster have a 2-on-1. Walter will take it herself, and it's going to be a block on Beheimer.
Foul is on the Spartans, number 13, Sydney Beheimer.
Just the first on Beheimer.
For the Wildcats, number 1, Blakely Walter.
They will send Walter to the line. And Walter's first free throw is good.
To the lineup for the Spartans, number 15, Audrey Cunningham.
Hayden 9 for 13 from the line. The second from the charity stripe banks in for Walter.
If you could please meet at the southwest corner of the gym to line up for tonight's events. Thank you.
Hefner finds Beheimer back door, right back out. Hefner pass poked away. Foster able to come up with it now. It's going to be a jump ball. Emporia High basketball.
Once again, all candidates and parents.
Quickly into Hefner over the top now. Davis in and good. Macy Davis floats it in to get on the board again. Talked about it earlier, following the 22-point game at the Nest and the 48-21 win. Emporia got over Junction City. 5.5 to play. Mitchell holds it from the corner. Deep heave across to Wickman. Now Walter. Once again, Hayden moving the ball quickly. Foster backside. Mitchell works through contact. No good. It's Davis able to grab the Emporia rebound. Cunningham off to Wiltz on the wing. Wiltz will look and try to work around Mitchell and eventually is fouled. Foul's going to be on Mitchell.
Returning to the lineup for the Wildcats,
as Husher is back into the game now for Ella Foster. Quickly into Hefner, hands off Davis. Davis steps through, trying to lay in another, and it rolls in. 4 quick points for Macy Davis.
Scoring for the Spartans, number 11, Macy Davis.
Wickman gives off Mitchell. Mitchell up top, Walter trying to find Connell inside. Now Walter will fire from 3. It rolls out, and now it's a foul, not a jump ball down low. It's going to be on Connell of Hayden. First on Connell of the night. Hayden now going to bring full court pressure here with 3:50 to play. Wiltz will try to work around Mitchell. It's poked out. And Emporia is going to keep it.
Returning to the lineup for the Wildcats, number 22, Lauren Bourgeon.
Bourgeon into the game for Hayden. Wiltz going to look, has Beheimer open deep. Beheimer to the cup. Husher was able to knock it away. Now Walter moves quickly. Mitchell from the wing, pump fakes. Now trying to kick out. Hefner poked it out from behind. Cross court. Now Wickman up top, Mitchell. Usher takes a dribble, gives off now Bourgeon for three, and Bourgeon's nothing but net for three. Lauren Bourgeon, and now a full 5 to the scores table for Emporia. 2:45 to play. Emporia's got to get it across, and it's going to end up being a 10-second call.
Entering the game for the Spartans.
And so the full new 5 for Emporia: Ryan Howe, Kinsley Hines, Aislinn Farrell, Sam Scobie, and Elizabeth Moreno.
Sam Scobie and number 24, Elizabeth Moreno.
2:20 to play in the game. Walter inside now. Wickman. Pass goes out of bounds. Emporia's going to force the turnover.
In the lineup for your Wildcats, number 24.
And now Sawyer Wrench will come into the game for Hayden. Farrell will bounce it in to Scobie. Off to Hines on the wing. Bounce pass up top, Howe. Farrell takes it in with the left hand from the wing. Now here goes Hines. Hines will look, gets it inside Moreno. Farrell for three, it got tipped. Gonna go out of bounds, and no, I guess apparently it did get tipped, at least is what they're gonna say, and give it to Hayden. Walter inside now, Wrench up top, Mitchell. Walter's gonna jab step, try to work around the baseline. Mitchell now up top to Wrench. No good from the top of the key. Farrell is able to grab the rebound. And we'll bring it down. Less than a minute to go. 66-23, Hayden leads it. Scobie up top, Howe. Howe inside, poked away, right back out to Scobie. Now over to Hines. Farrell spins. Hines inside Moreno, spins, puts it up, and good. Elizabeth Moreno continues to put some good minutes in for Emporia, scoring another 4 tonight with 25 to play in this one. Mitchell crossing over, gives out Walter. Right wing Bourgeon up top, Mitchell again, now right back out to Bourgeon. Inside it will go to Wickman. Moreno is able to knock it away. And clock down to 10. Emporia's going to try to move quickly, maybe get off one more shot. Three misses from Farrell. Rebound, Howe trying to save it out, and there the buzzer sounds. And so Hayden gets the win, 66-25. The Lady Wildcats improved to 7-0, still undefeated in league play. Emporia falls to 3-13. 1-5 in Centennial League play. We'll take a break, be back with the stats, and then get ready for the boys' game here tonight, which should be a good one. We'll be right back on E-Town Sports Network. back here in Topeka, and had to wait a little bit here. It's the winter sports night here at Hayden, so had the ceremonies real quick, but Hayden wins it 66-25. Really kind of ran away with things in the first half. Emporia played pretty well, especially offensively in the second, and was able to bounce back despite the rough first half. And again, you know, we talk about the offensive improvement of this Lady Spartan team. They put up 25 tonight, and was more than what they had put up the last 2 times they had faced this Hayden team. And so, you know, they're gonna look out to the Washburn Rule game, which is gonna be another tough one. But hey, they gave Washburn Rule all of it in the first really half of that game, and so it's gonna be a quick turnaround. They'll play it on Monday instead of Tuesday due to impending winter weather. But leading the way for the Lady Spartans was Jada Geary with 7, had 2 3-pointers, and then Macy Davis, Adea Hefner, and Lisbeth Moreno each had 4. Bailey Willis, Ryan Howe, and Aislinn Farrell had 2. For Hayden, it was Haley Schmidtline and Briley Meyer each with 14. Millie Ramsey had 12, Ella Foster 9, Norma Greco 6, Blakely Walter and Lauren Bourgeon 3, Bella Reed and Reese Husher with 2. But that does it for the girls game. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be ready for again what should be a good boys game tonight here on E-Town Sports Network. you back to the capital city for a ranked matchup here tonight. It's the number 9 Spartans in 5A taking on the number 4 team in Emporia, the Hayden Wildcats here in this boys matchup. Wrapped up with winter sports festivities here at Hayden. And Emporia looking to bounce back after an absolute heart crusher over in Junction City. It was a big game, and the Spartans were down 10 at one point in the fourth quarter, made 7 consecutive threes over the fourth quarter and overtime to work their way back and force overtime in that one, and ended up falling just 3 points short and some extra basketball there at the nest. Tough loss for the Spartans against a good Junction City team that's taking on Roll tonight. And if you're Emporia, you would like Junction City to win that one, but Junction City's been off to Washburn Rule's been off to a blazing hot start up in that one, 22-9 last we checked. But for this game here tonight, Emporia comes in now at 10-5. 5-game winning streak got snapped and are 3-2 in league play. But that being said, that doesn't take away from the offensive improvements we've seen over the year for this Emporia team. Now 56.5 points a game. And again, so just give up 43 a game. And they're going to be playing a really good Hayden offense tonight. A Hayden team that's 8-7, maybe lacks some consistency, but also a Hayden team that's going to be hungry tonight. It's already, as we mentioned, winter sports night. That's already going to make you extra hungry. Well, this Hayden team went into the nest and beat Junction City 64-55. But then just the other day at home here, took a loss at Topeka High, and the Topeka High Trojans picked up their first win of this season after being 0-15 entering that game. And so, you know, this Hayden team, you got to think 2-4 in league play are going to be coming in with a big chip on their shoulder, taking that loss just earlier this week. And, you know, but if you're Emporia, you got to be coming in with a chip on your shoulder as well. You lost a very close one against Junction City. Had you played just a little better in the second quarter, you maybe even win that one in regulation. But also some momentum as well. Sure, you come out with the loss, but you made 7 consecutive threes in big moments in that Junction City game. And, I mean, we're just completely on fire. So, you know, and Emporia right now sits at the 5 seed in 5A West, but Seaman, who is ahead of Emporia, has Piper tonight, a really good team at 14-2. And, you know, so if you're Emporia, there's still a lot that lies into this game tonight. And we know this is a Hayden team that can give Emporia a great game. Again, we talked about it. They beat Junction City, and you know, it kept it within 5 at the game at home, 61-56. A great game there at Spartan Gymnasium. Emporia got the better of them in the Paul Terry Classic game, 60-44. But with that being said, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back here for the tip-off of a good one on E-Town Sports Network. back at Hayden. And here are tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Emporia High boys. It's sophomore number 1, Harry Trulk. Senior number 5, Nolan Jacobs. Senior number 13, Josh Rios. Junior number 23, Rylan Crowell. And senior number 24, Kobe Franklin. And for the home Hayden Wildcats, it is senior number 3, James Kuda. Senior number 4, Jacob Deister. Junior number 5, Connor Hanica. Junior number 12, Cade Mitchell. And sophomore number 14, Mason Becker. As we get ready to go, it's going to be Kuda and Rios for the tip. Kuda at 6'3", Rios at 6'1". This Hayden team ranked number 4 in 4A, a lot of experience. 6 of the 11 on the varsity roster are seniors. It's going to be Rios tipping it forward, and Mitchell's going to end up with it, though, for Hayden. Hanica holds it from the corner. Cross court, Becker. Becker down the baseline, floats it up and in. And Mason Becker gets Hayden on the board. 2-0 Wildcats, and we see full court pressure in that win over Junction City. Hayden gave Junction City a lot of trouble with the full court press. They're going to do it now to the Spartans. Typically haven't had much trouble with it, but Crowell is trapped in the corner. Cross court, Hanica uses his length at 6'4" to knock it away. Kuda inside now, Hanica from the elbow. Hanica's going to try and work around Rios. Becker's open for 3, too much. Kuda's put back, it somehow rolled in. Underhanded from James Kuda, and it's 4-0 Wildcats. Emporia are going to have to respond early to a team that they've not lost to in the Coach Baldwin era, and they haven't lost to this year. And now Mitchell flies inside, strips it away from Trelk, and Emporia, though, is going to be able to keep it. As Franklin takes a seat for Emporia, Madden Seidel in. Quick change from Emporia. Corner, Trout guarding him well. They know he can be a danger from 3. Lately, though, it's been about anybody on this Emporia team that can be a danger. Trout in some trouble, got it off to Rios. Crowell holds it, drives in on the baseline, kicks out Seidel. Seidel for 3 off the back iron. Rios grabs the rebound. Gonna try and put it up. No call. Now they go the other way. It's Deister inside, up and good. 6-0 Wildcats. Bucket from Kuda, Deister, and Becker. While the press hasn't given Emporia trouble there in the backcourt, it's been the front court where the Spartans have had trouble. Inside goes Trelk, and he misses. 6:10 to play in the quarter. Becker hands off Mitchell. Becker will use a screen, gives it off Deister. Up top, Hanica. Right back up top to Cade Mitchell on the Wildcat logo, and he'll set things up for Hayden. Jacob nearly sold it. Leads Emporia in steals per game. Kuda almost shot it, instead passed it off to Deister. 5:40 to play. Wildcats off to a quick start, and they look to make it an even better one here as it's into Kuda. Kuda spinning, floating, short. Rebound goes to Crowell. Crowell will move in transition. One-handed pass off to Harry Trulk. Harry Trulk for 3, short. 0 for 2 for the Spartans from the three-point line to start tonight. Nolan Jacob took a charge. Maybe the defensive play the Spartans needed to get some momentum. Got to get something going offensively, though. Down 6-0 here in the first 2 minutes and 40 seconds of the ball game. Hayden, a team that likes to create offense with their defense. We've seen it almost 60 points a game for this Wildcat team. Scored 56 against the Spartans back in Spartan Gymnasium. Rios is short from 3. Spartans 0 for 3 from the perimeter to start, after ending that game against Junction City extremely hot. Right wing is Deister trying to get it in. Kuda. Franklin took it away. Now Jacob holds it. Franklin will take it inside. Kicks out Jacob. Extra pass stroke. Pump fakes. Inside, backside Franklin. He pump fakes. No good. A good tip. Franklin and Jacob scuffle with each other there trying to get the rebound. 4:35 to play. Spartans still looking for that first bucket. It's a good crowd on hand tonight for both teams, but especially the home crowd for Hayden tonight, and they are loud. Jacob to silence him. He got it. Nolan Jacob gets the Spartans on the board, 6-3. 4:15 to play in the quarter. Becker holds it on the wing. Emporia got that Hayden crowd real silent, real quick. Big bucket there from Nolan Jacob. Deister holds it up top. Emporia knows he's a shooter. They're going to guard him well on the perimeter. Deister spinning, gives off Mitchell. Mitchell inside, Hanika up and in. Hayden spreading it out. All 8 points have gone to 4 different scorers. Tro, jab step inside. Franklin through traffic and out. Just barely rolled out. Here goes Hanika. Hayden moving quickly. Hanika inside, crowd blocked it. Now off Rios. Rios spinning behind the back. It got poked out between his legs. A fast-paced game. Hanika comes up with it. They're letting him play. Just 1 foul each here so far in the quarter. Deister sets up for 3 and hit it. Very quickly moving game, and now 11-3. Hayden leads it by 8. Spartans yet to use a timeout. Franklin looking, and a very quick 10 seconds. Probably one of the quickest 10 seconds I've counted. But they get the Spartans for it, and so now we will get an Emporia High timeout. Hayden leads at 11-3, looking like the Hayden team that beat Junction City the other night. We'll take a break and be back after the timeout on E-Town Sports Network. Back from the Emporia timeout. Spartans are in an 11-3 hole here in the first 4 minutes and 55 seconds of this one, and Hayden's going to get it out of a 10-second violation. It's into Cade Mitchell. Hayden yet to make any changes. Can't really blame him. It's worked well so far here with the starting 5. Chase Harrington entered the game over the timeout for Emporia. Becker searching for someone. Eventually it's off to Deister. Mitchell holds it from the right wing. Hayden slowing things down now after a very quick start to this ball game. Really pushed the pace on the Spartans. Up top, Hanika. Right back, Deister. Deister will drive inside. Pulls up and good from the mid-range. Jacob Deister, 7 first quarter points for Hayden, and they lead at 13-3. Troke crossing over, in some trouble. Got it through the crowd, just barely. Wanted to find Harrington down low, but good job by Hayden blocking the passing lanes. Now in the corner, Jacob for another too much. Troke couldn't quite grab the Emporia rebound. It goes out of bounds, last touched by the Spartans. Madden Seidel will return for Emporia. Kobe Franklin will take a seat, and Maddox Shively will enter the game as well. And for Harry Troke.
Number 3, Maddox Shively. Number 21, Madden Seidel.
Mitchell will bring it across the logo. Trey Banks will go to the scorer's table for Hayden. It'll be the first Wildcat change here. Becker trying to work around Shively. Shively puts a hand in his face, and it doesn't matter. Mason Becker hits the 3. 16-3 Wildcats. Emporia doesn't know what's hit them. Crowd driving through, trying to kick out Shively, and Hanika again using his 6'4" frame to knock it away. Deister goes, and he's fouled on the way to the cup. It will be the first Emporia foul of the quarter. It's going to be on Nolan Jacob.
Number 4. the Spartans, number 5, Nolan Jacob.
Deister's first is too strong and rolls out.
Wildcats, number 1, Trey Banks. Number 2, Brady Hayden. Number 24, Jace
Hayden, Banks, and Wolf into the game for Hayden.
For the Spartans, number 1, Harry Drummond.
The second free throw is good for Jacob Deister. Has 8, leading the Wildcats. Take it out to the 17-3 start. Shively has space, gets it inside. Harrington, good through the contact, no foul call. Chase Harrington knocks it down. 17-5, Spartans have cut it back down to 12. We're down 10 in the fourth quarter of that Junction City game. Ended up fighting back to force overtime. Got a lot more game time left in this one as they find themselves in the early 12-point deficit, was as much as 14. The 3 from Hayden, and Hayden hit the 3. Hayden knocking down anything and everything. And now it's 20-5, 20 first quarter points for the Wildcats. Inside Jacob, cross court, Shively catch and shoot, short. It's grabbed by Wolf. Hayden goes the other way, blocked by Trelk. Banks put back, rolls in. 22-5. Jacob up to Seidel. Seidel will try and drive through traffic. Into Trelk, gets killed inside and knocks it down. Deister at the buzzer. Deister hit it at the buzzer. My goodness. 25-7 Hayden, and how do you even answer if you're the Spartans? I mean, Hayden pulling up from wherever they want and just knocking it down, and we knew Jacob Deister was a shooter, but it's been other guys involved as well. We'll take a break and be back for the second quarter on E-Town Sports Network. Back here at Hayden, and the Spartans down 25-7 after the end of the first quarter. Great shooting performance from Hayden, and they forced a lot of, uncommon Spartan turnovers. Inside, Seidel working through, no good. Harrington rebound, no good. He goes up again, that one finally goes. Chase Harrington, a couple of tough buckets. He has 4. 25-9, Hayden runs the floor for Hayden. 7.5 to play in the quarter. Wolf didn't see him a lot in the first 2 matchups between these teams, but he's in here early now for Hayden, and now Hayden's going to work around a screen from Hanika. Pump fakes from 3. Hayden's already hit 1. Deister from NBA range again. I think somebody got a hand on it or was close to getting a hand on it. Jacob poked away Hanika. And loose ball, Hayden's going to get it. Inside goes Wolf to the cup and in.
Number 24, Jace Wolf.
27-9. Trelk off to Seidel. Emporia's got to get it across. They do, eventually to Jacob. Shively now has it poked away by Deister. It's going to stay with the Spartans. Trelk will hold it from the baseline. Quick inbounds to Harrington. Shively back to Trelk in the corner. Trelk fakes, backside pass, Seidel, no good, and he's fouled on the way up. It will send Madden to the free throw line as Kuda, Becker, and Mitchell all go to the table for Hayden.
Fouls on the Wildcats, number 5, Connor Hancock.
The first free throw just barely rolls in for Madden.
For the Wildcats, number 3, James Kuda. And number 12, Cade Mitchell.
Hanukkah, Banks, and Deister take a seat.
Becker.
Second one on the way for Seidel, and good. Stays calm under the Hayden noise down there in that student section that's right behind the basket. 27-11. Becker crossing over up top, Heinen. Right wing, Wolf. Now Mitchell from the corner. Mitchell, cross court, Heinen's open for three again. That one misses. So Hayden's crazy good start eventually slows down. Now in goes Shively in the corner to Seidel. Bounce pass to Trelk inside, taken away by Wolf. Wolf on the 3-on-2, out to Mitchell for three. Shively tried to take a charge, no whistle. Put back good, plus the foul for James Kuda.
Number 3, James Kuda. Going to the line, shooting one. Fouls on the Spartans, number 3.
Fouls on Shively as he'll take a seat now. As Emporia tries to plead their case, Shively tried taking a charge. Got no call down there, then Kuda put it in and drew the foul. It's in and out on the free throw from Kuda. A foul each. Inside Trelk, Emporia breaks the press quickly. Just haven't been able to make anything of it in the front court after they break it. Hayden's done a good job getting back. Jacob pump fakes for three, he already has one. Now he'll take one from the wing. Off to the right. Wolf grabs it. Hayden moves quickly again. Crowd nearly chased him down. Wolf had options, didn't see him. Emporia catches a break. Inside goes Heinen. Heinen out to Wolf. And Becker slows things back down. Wolf will try to work around Seidel. Now brings it back out. Becker. Out to Mitchell. Right back up top to Wolf. Becker on the wing. Now takes a deep contested three, and he got it. I mean, what do you do if you're Emporia? Mason, I mean, Hayden's made a couple of NBA range threes now, and that's even with a hand in the face from the Spartans. Inside crowd, backside Jacob. Jacob floats it in and good. 5 for Nolan Jacob. He's had a good series of games ever since the start of the El Dorado Classic back towards the end of January. But 32, 13, 19. Heinen kicks out Kuda. Emporia one to walk. Once again, Becker will slow things down for Hayden. Inside he goes. No good, trying to get it around Seidel. Emporia's got 5-on-4 for a quick moment, but Becker's going to catch up. Seidel pump fakes. Trelk for three. Harry Trelk no good. Jacob grabs the rebound and got slapped on the way up and draws the foul. I mean, head coach Dwayne Anthony for Hayden's trying to plead his case, but at least from here, Kuda swung his arm across Jacob's arm there on the way up.
Fouls on Hayden, number 3, James Kuda.
Jacob's first free throw is good.
To the lineup for the Wildcats. Number 4, Jacob Deister. Number 5, Connor Hancock.
Deister and Hanukkah return for Hayden.
Number 13, Rios. And number 24, Toby Franklin.
Second free throw on the way and good for Nolan. 32-15, 3:35 to go in the first half. Becker off to Hanica. Right back to Mitchell. Mitchell up top, Deister. Crowd covering Deister around the perimeter. At this point, you might want to start covering Hayden at half court, considering the way they've started to make shots. And now Deister takes another contested one. Crowd got a piece of it. Mitchell's able to keep it in on the rebound for Hayden. Mitchell at just 5'8", able to grab the board between two Spartans and hold on to it and keep it in bounds. Jacob pokes it away. We talked about he leaves Emporia steals. He just stepped back court. And so they say it was off the tip, but Mitchell had picked it up and then stepped back across the court. We'll take a break and be right back on E-Town Sports Network. Back from the Hayden timeout. First Hayden timeout of the game. Most it was just to keep possession of the ball. Becker into Deister, and now Deister will give it off to Mitchell to let him set things up for Hayden. Up top, Becker. Now off to Hanica. Hanica inside, absolutely. It's a charge. Josh Rios took it. Huge contact on the play, and Hanica picks up the foul. Emporia takes 2 charges here early.
Foul is on Hayden, number 5, Connor Hanica.
Emporia swinging it between Franklin, Trelk, and Jacob. Corner, Rios. Working around, gets it up top. Franklin inside. Rios, pump fake, no good. Rebound, Kuda. On the wing, Hanica. Hanica sets up for 3. The center for Hayden, no good. Trelk in transition, driving through, draws the foul, no good on the shot. 2 free throws for Harry Trelk.
For the Spartans, shooting 2, number 1, Harry Trelk. Foul is on Hayden, number 14, Mason Becker.
First free throw long for Harry. Banks and Wolf into the game for Hayden.
Banks. Number 24, Jace Wolf.
Second free throw misses from Trelk as well. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Spartans in a 17-point deficit. Becker steps into another. It's short. Oh, and they gave Becker a flop warning. Franklin closed out on him. And Becker tried to draw the foul on the three-pointer, and they gave him a flop warning. First time I've seen that here at the high school level, as the Hayden crowd is letting these officials have it. Crowd brings it down, up top, Trelk. Pump fakes, Jacob pump fakes as well. Try to get it out Franklin, to Rios, they miscommunicated. It goes out of bounds and Hayden's gonna get it back. Deister holds it for Hayden. Becker holding it up top, Mitchell. Right wing, Deister. Takes it in and brings it right back out. Crowd's gonna give him a ton of pressure. Right back off to Mitchell. Hayden right now has just been controlling the pace of this game, speeding up whenever they want, slowing down whenever they want. Dicer up top. Jacob will work on him. Jacob stole it. There's a Nolan Jacobs steal again. Takes it all the way to the cup and in. 9 for Nolan Jacobs. Been really about the only bright spot for the Spartans here in the first half. Spartans cut the lead back down to 15. And Becker lost it out of bounds. That's Emporia basketball. Spartans trying to build some momentum here towards the end of the half and cut into a big Hayden lead. Hayden will be in a 2-1-2 at half court. Franklin off to Jacob. Corner Trout. Now Kraut. Right back to Trout. Up top, Jacob, 20 on the clock. Franklin holding it, trying to work around Banks. Banks nearly took it. Franklin's in trouble. Gets it off Rios. Up top, Kraut. Kraut's going to work around Banks now. Cross court, Jacob, catch and shoot for 3. Rolls off and Kuda grabbed it. 2, now 1. Mitchell not able, oh, he did get it off in time. It nearly went in. But Hayden leads at 32-17 at the half. We'll take a break and be back with the stats of the Spartans stunned here after the first half in Topeka. back here in Hayden. Had to wait a little bit for the halftime festivities, but Spartans in a 15-point deficit here against a Wildcat team that they've beaten twice already this year. And you know, I don't know, Hayden came out with the press for the first time really against Emporia, and Emporia didn't have a ton of trouble until a little bit later in the first quarter, and then just kind of had some trouble getting things going down low. Haven't been able to hit the three very well as well. You know, leading the way for Emporia was Nolan Jacob with 9. Chase Harrington had 4. Madden Seidel and Harry Trulk 2. And for Hayden, it was Jacob Deister with a big half. Was knocking down the 3 like we know he could. And you know, the last 2 times he had played Emporia, Emporia was doing a good job of forcing him to go inside and having to create buckets other ways, which he did well at as well. But tonight, even when Emporia's been in his face, Deister, you know, obviously made that buzzer beater from I mean, the signature on the court there, and he's been hitting it. Mason Becker's been hitting the 3 as well. He had an NBA range 3 with a hand in his face. He has 8, and then Brady Heinen 3. Wolf, Banks, and Hanukkah each have 2. But Emporia's gonna have to come up with some big answers here to avoid dropping another Centennial League loss tonight, which would most likely put the Spartans out of contention, with Washburn Rural looking pretty good, trying to get the win over Junction City tonight, although Junction City's got it close now. Junction City has it within 4, 55-51. Rural leads it at the Nest. But that being said, we'll take one more very quick break here, and then we'll be right back here for the start of the second half on E-Town Sports Network. Second half getting ready to start here from Hayden. It'll be the Wildcats with it to start the half off. It's into Cade Mitchell to run the point guard. Same 5 to start the halves for both of these teams. Mitchell hands off Hanukkah. We'll see what Emporia can come up with out of that halftime break that I think we all know is probably very tense here with the Spartans down 15. It's Mitchell holding it around. Hayden really slowing things down now that they've built up this lead. Becker on the wing. Up top, Deister. Right back on the wing to Hanukkah. Hanukkah up top, Kuda. Kuda off to Deister. Deister right back, Mitchell. Mitchell takes a contested 3. It's no good. Franklin boxes out hard to grab the rebound. Emporia has a chance to take the first shot here in a figurative term, not a literal term here, of the second half. It's Franklin down the baseline, trying to communicate. Was very emphatic and upset about that. Now it's inside Rios. Rios had it poked away, and eventually it's a foul call. I believe it's going to be on Cade Mitchell, and it is.
Foul is on Hayden, number 12, Cade Mitchell.
It's the first on Mitchell of the night, so Spartans will retain possession here with 6:46 to play in the third quarter. Madden Seidel will enter the game now. Emporia will make the first change of the second half. Quickly in over the top, Trulk had some room possibly to step into a 3. Instead, took it back out, gave it off to Crowell, who draws the foul on the floor. Well, they let him play inside for most of the first half, but Hayden gets called for 2 quick ones there. And that time it's on Connor Hanica, who picks up 3 fouls now for Hayden, and that'll have Jace Wolf most likely taking his place. He will, as Hanica's going to have to be careful. Tallest player on this Hayden team at 6'4", and has a ton of length as well. Inside to Jacob. Schrock working around Dicer, right back off Jacob, now Seidel. Franklin into Crow. Crow working around the trap, now in Jacob. Backside, Franklin goes no good. Rebound to Becker. Hayden's got numbers again. I mean, they have just been pacing it with the Spartans. Trelk tacked with the block on the Mitchell lay. So Cade Mitchell will take a trip to the charity stripe for Emporia.
Going to the line for the Wildcats, number 12.
Or sorry, for Hayden.
Fouls on the Spartans, number 1, Harry Trelk.
First free throw for Mitchell, bounces off the back of the rim and finds a way to roll in. It'll be the first point of the game for Cade Mitchell. Maddox Shively enters the game now for Kobe Franklin. The second one short. Schrock now trying to direct things, got to get it across. It's into Jacob. Jacob driving through, kicking out. Schrock, NBA range, got it! Emporia needed that one. Harry Schrock gets a 3 here. 33-20. Spartans have cut it down to 13, the lowest it's been here in a while. Spartans were down 10 at one point in that game against Junction City. We brought it up a lot, but it's very relevant considering the circumstances now with 5.5 to play in the third quarter. Mitchell off to Wolf. Hayden again without their big man Connor Hanica, but they still have a lot of height in Deister and Kuda. Deister will work around Jacob. Now Kuda's open for 3. Kuda rolls out. Emporia miscommunicated on the rebound, but able to get it. Now deep up to Shively. Shively in the trap, gets it off Crowell. Crowell in and good. Ryland Crowell had been held to nothing there in the first quarter. Emporia's cut it down to 11. He had a huge game with 24 in that Junction City loss. Had been held to nothing in the first half. Gets on the board there for the Spartans, and he was doing just that, fading away, shooting tough mid-ranges and tough shots inside in that Junction City game. Made a couple of big threes as well to help out the Spartans. But now with 4:35 to play, the Spartans are building some momentum. Mitchell inside, spinning, in trouble, gets it out, Deister. Crowd right there, making sure Deister does not have any time to take a shot. Inside, Becker, no good on the floater. Emporia has another chance. Now they can cut it down to single digits. Seidel, pump fakes. Inside, good find, Jacob, too strong. Shively grabs the board between 3 Wildcats. And they say it's on the floor. Maddox Shively at 5'7", giving that energy pump Emporia loves to get from him there. He grabs a rebound through 3 Wildcats.
Returning to the lineup for the Wildcats, number 2, Brady Hayden.
Hayden enters the game for Hayden, and he enters for Deister, so no shooters leaving the game. Hayden, a shooter himself as well. Emporia swings around off the inbound. Trelk from the corner for another, he got it! Harry Trelk, 2 big threes to start the second half. Emporia's cut it down to 8. We're down 21 at one point, and now a late foul call on Shively on the other end of the floor. And that will have Franklin coming right back in for him. But Emporia's cut it down to 8. They just called it. They just teed up Ox. And the Emporia bench is dazed. The Emporia bench is dazed as it's going to send Mason Becker to the free throw line, and Hayden's going to get the ball back just after the Spartans had cut it down to 8. Not sure what they got Shively for there, but a little after they called the foul, Shively looked back at the ref, and then the ref shook his head, and then later called a technical. Becker knocks down both their free throws, and that is a momentum killer for Emporia. As Becker has 10 points and Connor Haneke's back in the game, he's going to have to be careful with 3 fouls. And the Emporia side now is giving it to the officials. Hayden will have it, 35-25. Hayden can cut it or can put it back up to 12 or 13 right after the Spartans had just cut it down to 8. Lowest it had been since the first quarter, since very early in the game when it was 11-3. Mitchell on the wing, up top, Haneke swung around. Becker pump fakes the catch and shoot 3. Right back up top, Haneke. 3:30, Spartans going to work defensively. Inside Haneke trying to work around Rios. In trouble. Deep pass up to Becker and Hayden, able to hold on to it, but the Spartans giving it all to the Wildcats. Becker working around Crowell. Right back up top, Haneke. Again, Hayden really controlling the pace of this one, speeding up and slowing down as they wish. Inside Haneke on Rios, and somehow rolled it in. A great take from Connor Haneke, and just like that, it's right back out to 12 for Hayden. Spartans have just cut it down to 8. Crowd bounces out Troke. Crowd inside Rios, and Rios is fouled trying to pass backside to Jacob. It's going to be on Brady Heinen, just his first. Chase Harrington will check into the game now for the Spartans. And Jacob Deister into the game. So Heinen, Deister, and Becker. Although Becker will now just leave. So now it's, and Hayden again going to make another late substitution. Now in comes Wolf. He comes in for James Kuda. Jacob from the baseline, Emporia trying to get back in it. Down 12. There's a 4-point series for Hayden on the other end of the floor. Not on to get it back up. Troke for his third straight. Harry Troke 3 consecutive threes. A run a lot like that Junction City one where the Spartans made 7 consecutive. It's a good start there, but all 3 have come from Harry Troke. What a second half he's had after being held to just 2 in the first. He scores 9 quickly with 3 straight threes. It's Heinen on the other end. Emporia has it back down to 9 in single digits. Heinen will work around Jacob. Down across through the baseline, a Chris Paul type drive. Deister from the corner, he answered.
3-point basket by number 4,
Jacob Deister, 14, and continues to hit the 3. Big answer. Great pass into Troke. Somehow made his way through the traffic. And who do they get the offensive foul on? They got an offensive foul down low on the Troke drive. They got it on Harrington.
Foul on the Spartans, number 30, Chase Harrington.
4 fouls apiece, 40-28. Hayden lead again back at 12. And every time the Spartans seem like they get the momentum back with them, some sort of big play happens to give it right back to the Wildcats. Inside goes Deister, in trouble. Got it off Haneke, pump fakes. Took a rare 3 earlier. Now he tries to float one away. Here goes Kraut. Kraut through traffic and draws a foul on Deister. And that's 2 free throws now for Ryland Kraut, the best free throw shooter on this Spartan roster. It's the 3rd on Deister, and that's good news for Emporia if they can maybe try to get Deister out of this game in foul trouble, because he has been able to spot it up and shoot it anywhere. First free throw from Ryland is long. Spartans 4 for 7 from the stripe with that one missing. Started off 4 for 4 and have missed 3 straight. Second one misses as well. 40-28. Minute 28 to play in the quarter. Heinen off Deister. Deister will try and work around Troke and draws a foul. And it's going to be the 2nd on Harry. And that's going to send Deister to the line now.
Fouls on the Spartans, number 1, Harry Trout.
First free throw is good from Deister. That's 15 on the night. Second one for Deister rolls in off the front of the rim. Hayden lead back out to 14. Spartans had it as low as 8. Crowell's gonna hold it. Now uses the screen, sets up mid-range. Looked like Deister got him on the arm, it misses. 60 to play. Hanukkah back up top, Heinen. Jacob will get pressure in Heinen's face. 50 to play. Heinen crosses over, inside Wolf. Outside, Deister, good closeout from Truck. Now Deister floats it, it misses. 40 on the clock. Franklin's gonna work around inside Crowell. Crowell floater good. 4 third quarter points for Ryland, 42-30. Hanukkah holding it. Harrington on defense now. It's over to Deister. Have to think Hayden's gonna drop a shot for Heinen or Deister here to end the quarter. Now Wolf off Deister. Spinning is Deister. No good. Franklin grabs it, heaves it to end the quarter. And that does it 3 quarters through. Spartans were down 15, have cut it back to 12 here in the third. And we'll take a break and be back with fourth quarter action on E-Town Sports Network. Back here in the fourth quarter as Washburn roll over in Junction City. Looks like they're going to get the win, up 63-58 with 10 seconds left. But now back here in this one, Spartans have 8 minutes to make up 12 points. They had 8 minutes to make up 7 points and less than that to make up 10 in Junction City just the other night, and they did. Jacob for 3, misses. Harrington grabs the board. Jacob gets a second chance and missed short. Becker trying to work around Schrock. Schrock has 2 fouls. Now Mitchell off to Hanukkah. Hanukkah inside, gives out Becker. Good closeout again. Hayden forced Emporia to close out heavily inside. Deister floats it and good. Jacob Deister, 18-point game. Mitchell pokes it away. Schrock has it after the poke away. Now bounce in the corner. Jacob, no good on the floater. It's out of bounds and Hayden basketball. Mitchell inside, kicks out Becker. Now Hanukkah holds it. Back across Becker, up top Mitchell pump fakes. He goes inside and it's a block on Harrington. Harrington picks up his second, and now Mitchell will go back to the free throw line. Went 1 for 2 in his earlier trip.
Returning for the Spartans, number 13, Josh Rios.
Josh Rios re-enters the game for Emporia. It's short, but the rebound goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Hayden. And Madden Seidel now will come into the game for Kobe Franklin.
Number 21, Madden Seidel.
Mitchell finds Deister. Hanika on the wing. Hanika now inside. Deister spinning. Mitchell up top, Becker. Hayden continuing to just try and milk things out, up 14. Looks like a 2-minute drive when you're up 7 in football. And now Hanika's fouled by Rios.
Number 13, Josh Rios.
And we're getting Emporia timeout, a full one. On E-Town Sports Network, we'll take a break and be right back here with the final 6 minutes on E-Town Sports Network. Back in the Capitol, 44-30 Wildcat lead. It's in over the top to Hanika. Hanika going to use a screen from Deister. Rios poked it away. Now it's back up to Deister. Deister inside. Corner, Becker. Now Becker throws it off. Trelk, not sure if Hayden's even trying to score. Obviously, we've seen the experimentation here at a few schools with the shot clock here in 2025 that Case's allowed schools to experiment with, and maybe it would be useful for Emporia here. I mean, again, Hayden just not even showing any aggression. Crowell finally pokes it out. Now Rios inside. Pump fakes and is fouled. We'll see if Rios can end the drought for Emporia from the free throw line. Started off 4 for 4 on the night, missed the next 4 after that. Make him an even 50%. It's on Deister, and that's 4 for Deister. That's big. Deister likely will have to either be careful or take a seat for Hayden as Rios misses. 5 straight misses from the charity stripe for the Spartans. Hayden will come in now for Deister. Deister with 18 so far. Second one from Rios is good. Finally ends the miss streak from the Spartans. We'll see a little bit of full court pressure from Emporia with 5:25 to play in the game. Kuda will use a screen. Now it's over to Becker. Up top, Hanika. Now Heinen inside, kicks out Becker. Becker catch and shoot for 3, and he got it again.
By number 14, Mason Becker.
13 for Mason Becker. He and Jacob Deister have just been making it nearly impossible for the Spartans to get a stop. Just getting a big 3 anytime they need it. Now Kuda picks up a foul. It's a second on Kuda. And deep inbounds pass, the Spartans miscommunicated. Kuda intercepts it. Hayden trying to work around Rios, and he'll draw a foul on Josh Rios. It'll be the second on Rios, and now Kobe Franklin will come in for him.
Spartans number 24, Kobe Franklin.
It's into Hayden. Hayden trying to work around Franklin. Now up top, Becker will direct traffic for the Wildcats. Becker inside, lost it. Seidel grabs it. Into Jacob. Across Franklin. Emporia gonna have to act quickly. Crowell, mid-range, good. Ryland Crowell just butter from the mid-range for the Spartans. He has 6. 4:10 to play. Spartans again will show some full court pressure, but not a ton. It's just man-to-man pressure, so it'll be Hayden working around Franklin. Hayden in trouble, steps through. Franklin blocked it. Goes out of bounds. Hayden will keep it. Deep inbounds pass into Hanukkah. Now Becker. And poked away by Crowell. And Emporia gets it back. (47-33). Just 3:53 for the Spartans to make up 14 points. Trelk uses a screen, gives off Crowell. Crowell in and out off the glass. Somehow didn't go in. Hanukkah pushes it forward. Now dribbles back out. Dribbles through. Kicks out Becker. Trelk poked it away. Hanukkah's able to keep it. Goes behind his back. Now it's on the floor. Ton of people going for it. Jacob comes up with it. Of all people, of course it's Nolan. Trelk crosses over. Seidel in the corner. It's poked away by Hayden. And we get a timeout from head coach Anthony for Hayden. 47-33. Hayden inching closer and closer to a big win. We'll take a break and be back on E-Town Sports Network. .3:13 to play out of the Hayden timeout. Spartans down 14. Had it down to 8 at one point in the third quarter. Mitchell into Becker. Becker works around the pressure from Trelk. Trelk will try to corner him. Now Becker drives around. Back up top. And Crowell knocks it away. It goes out of bounds. Wildcats will keep it. Mitchell looking. Finds Kuda. Kuda behind the back, trying to work around Seidel. Now Mitchell up top. Mitchell inside, now back up top, Hanukkah. Hayden holds it. He's gonna try and work around Franklin. Inside Kuda, and brings it right back out. Again, Hayden not even trying to score here. Inside Kuda, losing control, and it's a foul on Trout.
Fouls on the Spartans, number 1.
2:16 to play. Quickly into Mitchell. Now Heinen. Up top, Mitchell. Hayden might hold this one out for the final 2 minutes. And now they get a foul on Crowell. It'll be the first on Crowell. It's Hanukkah to the free throw line now.
Fouls on the Spartans, number 23, Rylan Crowell.
First free throw good from Hanukkah. Second free throw misses. Crowell grabs it. Bounces off Franklin. Up top, Crowell. Crowell inside, gonna spin and float one. It misses. Rebound, Franklin, put back good. Kobe gets on the board. We get an Emporia timeout, 48-35, sorry, Spartans are down. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here in the fourth quarter on E-Town Sports Network. One minute, 43 seconds left to go for the Spartans to try and avoid back-to-back losses. Spartans have not had a back-to-back loss at all this season, but after being on a 5-game win streak, the Spartans on the brink of one here, down 13 with a minute 43 to play in the game. It would take a miracle. It's Hanukkah quickly into Kuda. And out to Heinen. Hanukkah on the wing. Poked out. Becker now. Becker's in trouble, and we get a Hayden timeout. It's a 30. We'll keep it here. But, yeah. Hey, I mean, Hayden came out with the press, came out moving quickly there in the first half. Ever since this second half started, they have not very much slowed it down, and then just hit a couple of big shots when they needed to. And they lead the Spartans by 13 with a minute 33 to play. Becker bounces it into Heinen. Heinen trying to work around Franklin. Heinen fell. Jacob comes up with it. Jacob goes all the way in, draws the foul on Mason Becker.
Foul is on Hayden, number 14, Mason Becker.
It's the second on Becker.
Line for the Spartans, number 5, Nolan Jacob.
Jacob will go to the line. In and out on the first. Emporia not able to capitalize off free throws. In and out on the second. Now down goes Mitchell. He'll bring it back out. And Seidel will give away a foul.
Fouls on the Spartans, number 21.
It's
Madden.
just the first on Madden,
Going to the line for the Wildcats, number 12.
as it'll send Mitchell to the line. Mitchell's first bounces around and rolls in. The second one misses. 49-35. Kraus stepping through, in and out again. Emporia just seems to have a lid on the bucket. Deep pass into Hanukkah. Hanukkah bounces through. Mitchell up and good.
Number 12, Hayden Mitchell.
Franklin inside. He drives in, draws the block, and knocks it down. Likely will be too little too late for the Spartans, but Franklin with a good play there.
Going to the line
As
for the Spartans, number 24, Kobe Franklin.
it was Hanukkah trying to take the charge. Franklin's free throw rolls in. Now again, the Spartans just can't get the ball to roll out, and now it goes out of bounds in Hayden basketball. And Emporia gonna let Hayden run this one out. Hayden's gonna pick up the win. Most likely will be 51-37. And it will be the second straight Spartan loss. They'll fall to 10-6. It was a big opportunity to jump up to the 4 seed in the West region of 5A. And instead, the Spartans will fall, and after getting that number 9 ranking, they're going to lose back-to-back games here in the Centennial League and likely will be out of contention for a league championship. 51-37, Hayden wins it in Topeka. Spartans fall. We'll take a break and be right back with the stats on E-Town Sports Network. Well, it's hard to beat a team twice, and even harder to beat a team 3 times. Spartans have done that each of the last 2 seasons, but not able to get it done here tonight. They fall to Hayden 51-37. A Hayden team, despite the loss here at home against Topeka High, get 2 big wins in their last 3 games, with the win over Junction City and now the win tonight. And again, will probably take the Spartans here out of contention for a league championship, especially with Washburn Rural getting the win tonight over Junction City. But yeah, I mean, Hayden came out, hit the 3. Jacob Deister and Mason Becker killed the Spartans. Deister with 18, Becker with 13. And then Hanukkah had 5. Kuda and Mitchell each had 4. Heinen had a 3 in the first half that ended some Emporia momentum. And then Banks and Wolf each had 2. For Emporia, it was Harry leading the way with 11, all 11 in the second half. Jacob 9, all 9 of his came in the first. Krause 6, all 6 came in the second. Harrington and Franklin each had 4, and Madden Seidel had 2. But Spartan's going to have to regroup, and look, it's a quick turnaround to a really good Washburn Rural team that has looked really good over the last couple of weeks as well. And the Spartans are going to have just until Monday, again, a reminder, that game on Monday, due to possible bad weather on Tuesday night. Spartans are going to have to come in and try and take down a really good Rural team that held them to just 28 points here at home to avoid a 3-game losing streak. But that does it here from Topeka. I'm Jay Van Art. Have a good night.